Hey everybody, welcome back to the Coffee Table Talk Show, and today we are actually rating 6 different cold brews we got all over Utah. So we have a few different brands here. I don't know. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Coffee Table Talk Show, and today we are actually rating 6 different cold brews we got all over Utah. So we have a few different brands here. I don't know which any of these are. I'm actually completely blind to all of these. She set them up, and she doesn't even remember what all of them are. I know all the brands that we went to. So we went to Kings Peak Coffee Roasters, downtown Salt Lake. We went to Nostalgia Cafe. So those are our like local roasters. Then we went to Beans and Brews, which is kind of more Starbucksy, but it was founded here in Utah. Then we went to Starbucks. And then we went to 7-Eleven. So we got like some really cheap cold brew as well. Where else did we go? So we have 7-Eleven, Starbucks, Beans and Brews, Nostalgia, Kings Peak. There's one more.
And Dutch Bros.
And Dutch Bros.
Which is local to...
I think Idaho.
Or Oregon.
Or Oregon, one of the two. But we got Dutch Bros coffee, which it's going to be interesting. And then we're going to guess which one we think is which, and we're going to go from there.
And we'll reveal at the end what they are.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. So we're going to start with one. And so she's got a cup, I got a cup. This is, cup number 1. So
reminder again, I'm not a black coffee person.
This one, oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous I'm going to get this super wrong.
Nah, this is gonna... I feel like you know coffee too well to get this wrong. Your taste is just too advanced.
I don't know.
That one is really good, actually.
I think this one's the Kings Peak. I think this one's Kings Peak.
I don't think it's Kings Peak. Kings Peak has too much of a distinct taste to me.
Actually, I think it's Dutch Bros.
I think it's Starbucks.
I think it's Dutch Bros.
I think it's Starbucks.
You think it's Starbucks?
Yeah. I'm going to go with Starbucks.
It kind of has like a... I thought it was Kings Peak because Kings Peak normally has like a really like yellowy flavor, which this one had, but then it turned burnt, and that's where I was like, I think it's Dutch Bros.
That's what I was going to say. It's good, but you
burnt.
can tell that it's a little...
I think it's Starbucks as well.
Yeah.
I think Starbucks is number 1. I think you're right. I'm pretty sure... Because this one has, so if you look at the last one, this is the last one, the first one.
This is this one.
And this is this one, and you can tell there's like a distinct yellowing. Like, they let this one steep for longer, I assume. Alright, let's find out. Ooh, this one, it's yellow, what does it smell like?
Ooh, I like this one a lot. This one has a sweet flavor to it.
I don't think it's nostalgia. I don't think so.
Nostalgia, that's the cold brew that I've really liked, isn't
I don't
it?
think, I don't think it's nostalgia. Where is this? I think this one is Beans and Brews.
Yeah, I think
it's Beans and Brews. That's my guess.
I think it's more of a local one.
What do you think it is?
Nostalgia.
You think that was nostalgia?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And you said what did you guess?
I think it's Beans and Brews.
Beans Brews.
Yeah.
I'll save a little bit in there.
Are you trying to throw me off?
No. I actually genuinely, I am such a blonde, I do not remember what I put where.
So this one's really black. Like really black. Oh. I don't like this one. That's 7-Eleven. That one's 7-Eleven.
It doesn't have a flavor. Are you getting that?
It does. It's burned. It tastes so burned. It's just like water that it's like... Oh, that one gave me like a little headache almost. That one's really bad. That one tastes like 7-Eleven in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get good cold brew from
no.
7-Eleven. So I'm going to go 7-Eleven too.
I think that was 7-Eleven.
I said Starbucks and you said Starbucks.
Dutch Bros.
Nostalgia.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
I think this one.
I need to drink some water after that one.
Yeah, same.
It's not good.
I think the next one's nostalgia.
Number 4?
I think number 4 is nostalgia.
So it's like a caramel color.
So it's almost like the one on number 2. It has that similar caramel color, but
So not brewed as long, right?
not. Well, it could be. Not brewed as long or sun brewed, but yeah, let's try it. I think hopefully this one. Ooh, this one has a. Oh, this one's weird. This is a very distinct smell though. This might be 7-Eleven. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. I wasn't a huge fan of that
I
one.
don't like that one.
I think that's 7-Eleven. I think number 4 is 7-Eleven. I want to try number 3 again. Do you remember this one? You sure?
No,
I think that one's almost Starbucks.
I think this one might be Beans and Brews.
Okay.
Beans and Brews, 7-Eleven.
So, okay, mine switched as well. I think we have over here Starbucks.
We're
Nostalgia.
tied on that
I
one.
think it's nostalgia.
You think it's nostalgia now?
Yeah.
So nostalgia.
Beans and Brews.
7-Eleven.
All right, let's try this one.
Okay, so we
Number
have
5.
Dutch Bros and King's Peak.
And King's Peak. Dutch Bros makes really dark, so I'm gonna think this is Dutch Bros already, because this one's like the darkest one on the table. Super, super dark.
You think it's darker than number 3?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely darker.
Oh, whoa. That doesn't normally taste like Dutch Bros. That's weird.
It tastes, and I hate to say this, but I think it tastes a little cheap. Like
That one
probably
tastes really cheap.
bulk,
Really cheap.
like bulkly made. You know, I don't know if that's a word. Bulkly made.
I think it's Dutch Bros.
I think it's Dutch Bros too.
I think number 5 is Dutch
and
Bros.
I'm not gonna hit on Dutch Bros because I love Dutch Bros, but
I think it's Dutch Bros.
yeah.
100%. Sorry, Dutch Bros. Do better with your coffee. All right, let's go
Number
to
6.
number 6. This one would have to be King's Peak.
Maybe, yeah. So let's see if it's got King's Peak taste.
King's Peak. I know number 6 is King's Peak. I swear. That one has to be King's Peak. I think it's King's Peak. I'm 2 seconds from grabbing that fucking paper, flipping it over, and being like, it's King's Peak.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive it's King's Peak.
I don't know. I think I'm just
That's the
gonna
only
have to
one
write on you because I mean it's the only one we have left to guess, but I don't remember King's Peak ever tasting like this.
In a good way or a bad way?
Like in a
I
I don't know
like
way.
it. I think it tastes
like
really good.
King's Peak cold brew.
I think-
This one's good.
I think I've tried enough King's Peak to say that one's definitely King's Peak.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's lock in our guesses. We have like the same guesses. So we have Starbucks,
Nostalgia.
this one is Dutch Bros, 7-Eleven. No?
Beans and Brews.
7-Eleven, Dutch Bros. Okay.
King's Peak. Do you want me to reveal to you?
No, so do you know what they are? Do you remember?
No,
Okay.
no.
So we have this one right here. The first one, number 1, is going to be the Starbucks, then Nostalgia. Then we have, sorry, so the number 1 we think is, no, I don't want you to reveal it, sorry. We have number 1 we think is Starbucks. Number 2 we think is Nostalgia. Number 3 we think is Beans and Brews.
Yeah.
Number 4 we think is 7-Eleven. Number 5 we think is Dutch Bros. And number 6 we think is King's Peak.
Yeah.
So, let's go to number 1, Starbucks. Called it. Right there, Starbucks.
That one was good. I mean, how would...
It was
let's
alright.
taste it again and
It was-
describe the taste.
Okay, so we have Starbucks, and we're gonna try that one, see if we can taste the Starbucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has that really like mass roasted caramel taste, and I can really taste it, like actually taste it. All right, number 2. We're finding out what number 2 was.
We guessed Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Let's see. It's Nostalgia. Right there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's kind of review what we felt with Nostalgias. It does have that sweet taste.
I have to say this one's probably my favorite one that I tasted.
Yeah, you like that one?
Yeah.
I think that one's, it's just really a good basic cold brew. I think they don't let it steep as long. I think they probably do a 14-hour or 13-hour. If I remember, I think it's 14 to 13 hours steep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one the most though.
All right, number 3, we
Oh,
guessed.
We hated number 3.
We hated number 3. We thought it was Beans and Brews.
And
It's Dutch Bros. What?
Oh, man. I feel.
What? Let's try that again. Oh, there's no way that was Dutch Bros. That was ass. I hated that. That was absolutely garbage.
Oh, I can't even drink anymore of
Oh,
it. It's
I
gross.
hate that. I hate it.
Normally he gets the nitro cold brew, so I wonder
That's
if that's
fair.
a little different.
Yeah, the nitro foam hides all the BS that I'm tasting right now. This is not my favorite coffee.
No,
Wow. That one, it's not
We
like the
saw-
worst. It's not, I know that one's 7-Eleven.
it has to be.
Has
There's
to be.
no
That
other
was
one it could be.
Garbage. That was actual garbage coffee. And in my opinion, I don't think Dutch Bros is anywhere near as bad as this one is. Let's find out what it is. Number 4.
And?
7-Eleven,
Yep,
right there.
called that.
Called it. I knew it was garbage.
I don't even want to taste this one again. This one or number 3 were terrible.
Oh, I can taste it. Oh, that headache comes back. It's just like a sharp headache from out of nowhere.
Oh,
And it sucks. And then it goes away.
Ugh.
Cheap coffee sucks. Alright, let's go to 5. Whew. And we thought 5 was, before I flip it over,
Dutch Bros.
Dutch Bros, which
But
now it has
I'm
to be
wondering
Beans
it's
and
gotta
Brews.
be Beans and Brews.
Beans and Brews
Yeah.
right there. Right there. Let's try it again. I can taste that one.
I
Yeah.
can see that it's Beans and Brews. It tastes burnt.
It's burned, yeah.
So
Really burned.
Yeah. I think that would be.
Which is surprising because technically they are a local company. They don't have, from my understanding, I don't believe that they roast in China. And so I think like they probably, that's weird that they might have just messed that one up, but that one tastes really burned, like really burned. This one I actually enjoyed, and I'm positive because it's the last one left. I guessed it
I
right.
liked this one too.
It was King's Peak, and I
King's
drank.
Peak.
I drank my entire cup because it's that good. We got King's Peak right here.
Yeah,
That
it
one
was
was
good.
absolutely good. You were like, I don't remember King's Peak tasting like that.
Well,
It
I
tastes
normally get
amazing.
cold foam on mine. I think that's
King's
honestly,
Peak is amazing.
even for people who are not huge coffee drinkers, I think King's Peak is one of the best places to go to get cold brew.
That was awesome. So I think what we learned from here is if you're in a pinch, don't get 7-Eleven
No,
cold brew ever.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it. Price-wise, I think the most expensive ended up being, I think, Dutch Bros too.
Yeah, Dutch Bros was also the biggest one though.
They gave us the biggest serving out of all of them. We ordered small at all the locations, and they gave us the biggest serving for the most money. But at the same time, just because their cup's a little bit bigger doesn't mean that it makes their coffee any better. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, local roasters, both of them actually shine very well. Like, we knew that nostalgia was nostalgia, and we knew that King's Peak was King's Peak.
They're very distinct, unique tastes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, and then Starbucks wasn't that great. I didn't like Starbucks.
I actually didn't mind that one.
It was okay. It wasn't as bad as Dutch Bros. It wasn't
Definitely
as bad
not
as Beans and Brews.
yeah.
So out of all of them, honestly, I think local roasters are the way to go. This is, I mean, we have, what is it? We have 12 cups on the table here. And out of all the 12 cups that we had, local roasters, they killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now we're going to rank which one was our favorite to our least favorite.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we're going to just read them from worst to best and rate them. So we've already laid them out how we think they're worst to best tasting. And we're going to start with our worst, which will be number 6, 7-Eleven. It's garbage. It's really garbage. Don't buy it.
Cheaply made.
Not
if
great.
if you have to get gas station coffee, go in and buy something from the coolers.
Yeah.
Don't get that.
Don't get that one. Our 5th worst one was Dutch Bros. Sorry, Dutch Bros. You just came to Utah and you should probably be seeing yourself out. It's not very great.
Ouch. Number 3 worst or 4th best was Beans and Brews.
Beans and Brews, it was not the greatest coffee I've had, and not the worst. I think that they do really good with frozen drinks, but I don't think for cold brew, I think they're struggling really hard.
Oh, definitely.
It's really
definitely. Or maybe today was just an off day for them.
And then number 3rd best, actually Starbucks ranked there. That's surprising. In the top 3, Starbucks got there. I think Starbucks, so they mass produce in China their coffee beans. So a lot of the time you get more of a burnt taste, which we both tasted there. It tasted a little bit more burnt. But I will say, they have a little bit more experience with coffee than most of these companies.
And I think theirs seeps, I know it at least seeps overnight, and I almost want to say it's 48 hours, but...
Yeah.
So they've got like a good flavor there, but definitely more burnt
than any of most of the worst ones.
Yeah.
And then we have second favorite was Nostalgia Cafe.
Yeah.
Theirs was a golden color. I actually used to work at this cafe, so I know how they make theirs. They will grind from Rimini, which is a local coffee roaster here, Rimini Coffee, and they will actually put the grounds, and they do a coarse grind. Then they put the grounds inside of like those giant coffee filters. They'll put them in there, 3 scoops of them. They'll like rubber band them up and let them sit into cold water in a fridge for I think it's like 14 hours if I remember correctly. I think it's exactly what I said. I'm pretty sure it's 14 hours that they let that kind of steep and sit there. So, and our number 1 favorite coffee, drum roll please, King's Peak. You guys killed it. Love this company. Cannot stress how amazing their coffee is. Honestly, out of all of these coffees, we'll let you guys decide what you really, really want to have. But if you really want some good coffee for a good price, go with a local roaster. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, they probably are trying something different or doing something new, something fresh. And honestly, King's Peak and Nostalgia were not horrible in price at all.
No, they weren't.
And I'd much rather drink from a local roaster and support a local roaster over a bigger company any day of the week. So yeah, that's all for this video. I think we've kind of checked out our cold brew section. We've seen which ones we like, which ones we don't like, and I definitely know where I'm getting my cold brew now.
Definitely.
But you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you all so much for joining the Coffee Table Talk Show today. I'm Wesley.
And I'm Savannah.
Thanks so much for joining us.